In this video, I'm going to give you 3 tactics to grow your physical commodity trading business beyond 100 million in revenue fast. I know. It sounds bombastic, hyperbolic, 100 million in revenue fast. But to be honest, 100 million in revenue for a commodity trading business is not that big. And also you'll see the tactics are not really easy to implement. Especially the tactic number 3. I don't know a lot of business owners that would agree to implement it. But first, a little bit of context. Most of the markets like cotton, crude oil, cement, copper follow some kind of loose oligopoly structures that looks like that. You have a handful of extremely large players that do roughly 50 billion in revenue and more. Then you have a second tier of a few dozens of companies with 500 million to a few billion in the revenue. And finally, you have thousands and thousands of small trading shops. Of course, those numbers are only a rough estimation, as you are not going to have the same revenue if you are an energy trader or an orange juice trader. So to sum up, in this video, I'm going to give you 3 tactics to move a company from the third tier to the second tier fast. And now, if you are watching this on YouTube and you are like, dude, who are you to give tactics? Did you grow a company to 100 million in revenue? And that's a really good question. As a matter of fact, I did not, but and I even started 2 trading companies that failed. To be honest, the first one, I closed it because I was really young and I always was a really good trader, but I was a shitty business owner. And you know, back then we didn't have a YouTube channel to teach you all that kind of good stuff. And about the second company, the co-founder just stole the money and ran away with it. But I'm pretty confident that it would have been a 100 million revenue company if he wasn't a piece of shit. So my expertise doesn't come from my successful past, but at my current job, I speak with roughly 10 to 20 companies involved in the commodity industry per month. So I'm starting to see some patterns between the one that skyrocket in a few years and the one that grow more slowly. That's it for the context. Let's dive in. Velocity. The first tactic is to prioritize velocity in everything that your company does. Reply to code faster, reply to email faster, solve issues faster, follow up more aggressively, say no faster, do everything faster than your competition. As I said in the intro, I approach a lot of companies every week and I can immediately spot the ones that are aggressive, that say, oh look, what you are doing is amazing, let's have a meeting tomorrow. And the ones that take 1 week to answer, then 2 weeks to schedule a meeting, and so on. And I can tell you there is a correlation between the speed of the answer and their result. For sure. And as a business owner, it means that you need to embed pressure in your company culture. You need to make sure that all the emails are replied within 18 hours, that no one is slacking. This is really something that needs to be embedded in your culture. Otherwise, it's not going to work. And by the way, I have a little story about Trafigura. Funny story about Trafigura. I had a female friend that dated a trader at Trafigura. One weekend they went to the Alps in a luxury hotel, spent time skiing and doing a couple stuff. And she told me that she was extremely upset because on Sunday, after ski, she wanted to have... and the trader was glued to his computer, answering emails for like 2 hours. And then she was like, look, it's next time now, what the f are you doing? And the guy said, you don't understand. I need to answer now, otherwise someone else in the office is going to answer and my position can be in jeopardy. And I would not let it happen. So it shows you that at Trafigura, the peer pressure is so high that, people answer fast. Volume over profit. If you want to grow fast, you need to do as much trade as possible. And I know that for the few real business owners that are watching this video now, you are going to say, dude, I cannot do as many transactions as possible. A lot of those transactions are shitty. I don't want to increase my overall risk for less profit. And yeah, you're completely right. Your profitability is going to decrease and your risk is going to increase. That's for sure. But again, this is if you want to grow fast, because if you want to get those cheap, sweet credit lines from the banks, you need to increase your revenue. That's it. And seriously, the bank are not looking at your profitability, I mean, unless you are losing a lot of money. So prioritize your revenue growth. And to prioritize your revenue growth, you need to do as many transactions as possible. Because I completely understand your point. If you do 20 million in revenue, you have a small team, at the end of the year, you take home, I don't know, $500,000 to $1 million. This is a great life. So I understand that you want to jeopardize this life to grow. So again, what I'm giving you here, it's tactics to grow fast. You as a business owner cares a lot about profitability because this is your money. But the banks, they don't. They want to lend money to sizable company. That's it. Open your capital. If you want to grow fast, you need to have one of your clients as equity holder. So I know if you're a true physical commodity trader, you must be a selfish So your company is your kingdom, your rules, I completely understand that. But let's be honest, it's going to be 100% time harder to grow without an equity partner. For instance, look at all the metals trading companies that are in the second tier. Most of them have a Chinese customer at their capital. Trading is a risky business, it's a low margin business, you are a price taker, and when the market goes bad for a few years, there is nothing much that you can do. So if you have a client as an equity holder, you will have at least one outlet to sell your product. One distressed cargo can smash, obliterate, liquidate a small trading company. But if you have one client that wants you to make money, you will always have a home for this distressed cargo. That's it for me today. I hope that you liked the video and that you learned something. And if you are a business owner and you want to level up the skills of your employee, check the Shipping and Commodity Academy, first link in the description below. Ciao!